Hi, my name is Keith Hall. Welcome to another NASE Minute. Today I want to talk about a really fun concept, and that's an IRS audit. Many of you are worried about the IRS. Some of us don't sleep at night because we're worried about an IRS audit. But I want to kind of ease your mind about that concept. First of all, the IRS processes about 150 million tax returns every year. That's a lot of paper. At that same time, they audit about 1.5 million returns. So that means on average odds, there's about a 1 in 100% chance, 1%, that you'll ever be audited by the IRS. So it's a minuscule chance of ever being audited. Now, the bad news is, if you're a small business owner and you file a Schedule C and you make at least $25,000 a year, so that's us, that's the small business marketplace. File a Schedule C, self-employed, and make at least $25,000. Now your chances of being audited are 4 in 100. 4 times as likely to get that little IRS letter in the mail if you're a small business owner. That doesn't seem fair, but the reason that happens is many of the tax items on our tax return are more complicated. So that leads to more errors, which is why the IRS reviews those tax returns. So if you're in that position, just recognize your chances are still pretty small, only about 4%, not a giant chance. But if you're going to be worried about that, it's easy to manage. What I want you to consider doing is when you fill out your tax return, imagine that you're getting audited right then. Each number on that tax return should be supported by some paperwork, by a deduction from your bank statement, by a calculation on your retirement plan contribution, your receipts, your W-2, 1099s, all that paperwork that comes to your house, whether you want it or not, supports that tax return. So have that visual that this tax return that you're working on will be looked at by the IRS. Still a small chance, but if you can have that mindset that this tax return is going to be reviewed by the IRS, it will encourage you to make sure you have the support for each number on that tax return. Then, on that random Saturday when you get that fun little IRS envelope in the mail, your stress level will be much, much lower because each number on that tax return came from your supporting documentation. So certainly don't worry too much about the IRS audit. It's probably not going to happen. But if you can do that tax return with the view of it being looked at, you'll be way ahead of the game. If you need more information, we're here to help. Bookmark our website at nase.org, and always remember, you're not alone.